I'd like to welcome everybody back to Sports Talk with JB, and I'm your host, JB. And today I have a guest on the show. I call him my brother. I'd like to welcome Troy Brown to the show today.
Everybody doing.
All right. Before we get started, let's get the sponsor out the way. Before we get started, I'd like to thank my sponsor, Tanya's Locked and Faded. If you need your locks maintained, a fresh cut, a new style, your beard shaped, or hair colored, hit up Tanya. You can scan the QR code next to me to book your appointment. Today's show will be talking about the legacy of Aaron Rodgers versus Drew Brees, and also we'll do a little GOAT debate. As usual, you got to talk about LeBron versus Jordan. So on that note, let's get started with the first Aaron Rodgers question. What do you rank? No, before we get to that, I got to ask this question. Have you ever been a New Orleans Saints fan?
Bobby Abrams, Jeff Blake. That's when I was a fan. But once we got Aaron Brooks, kind of like it told me not to be a fan anymore. But I still watch it from time to time.
You can't help but watch that Who Dat. Do you currently have a team right now, or are you just a fan of the NFL?
Yeah, I just watch.
So where do you have, out of all the great quarterbacks in the NFL history, what do you have Aaron Rodgers ranked at? Is he number top 5, top 10, top 15? Where do you have him ranked at? And
Team, I got him at like 7.
that's a good number, especially for all the quarterbacks that we didn't had in NFL history. That's 7 is real good. So I probably have him. I probably have him ranked. I'm with you, maybe between that 7 and 10, somewhere in that area. Maybe.
Yeah.
I probably even go even lower to 5. So that's probably where I got him ranked at. All right, let's get into the Aaron Rodgers versus Drew Brees. Who do you think had a better overall career, Aaron Rodgers or Drew Brees?
I would say Aaron did because he had more regular season, more playoffs wins, but they both had the same amount of Super Bowls. But Aaron just have a wins than him. That's basically how I see it.
That's one thing I would say, that Aaron has more playoff wins. That's the only thing I can see that separate him. And also he has some good defense. Some I ain't say all his years, but he had a better defense than Brees had. But I think Brees, man, his stats was crazy. Of course, he had a couple of years where Saints didn't even make the playoffs. I want to say 4 or 5 straight years. I might be wrong. Chad, if I'm wrong, y'all can correct me. But I think that's the only thing I can see that separate those two, is the playoff wins and the regular season wins. But other than that, Drew had pretty much a good career. But me personally, I know all that saying. I'm going with I'm going with Drew. I know everybody says it's not about stats, it's about wins and everything, but they both got that one championship. So, that's my opinion on that. So next question I have: with 2 minutes left in the playoff game to get to the Super Bowl, which quarterback you trust the most to get you to that Super Bowl, get you across that goal line?
Taking Aaron all day, man. I'm saying that because he can either get you there with his legs or his arm. You know, Drew is he's not mobile enough, but he's not a bad 2 minute quarterback. But it's just something about Aaron. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what you're gonna get. Either you can rush it for him, he can get out the pocket, he can run, or he gonna throw the ball. So I'm gonna give it to Aaron all day.
Yeah, I'm gonna disagree with you on that one, because Drew was mobile. He probably wasn't a Michael Vick or a Lamar Jackson, but Drew was, because him being only 5'9" or 5'10", whatever he was, he couldn't see over that line all the time. So he had to get out their pocket a few times. But he's just not as mobile as those guys. But he was one of I think he's the greatest accurate quarterback ever. Numbers don't lie. I know everybody always say he did 5 yards, man. And they call it dunking, whatever it was. But hey,
Yeah.
I think he was one of the most accurate. But I would go with Drew with me. I'm gonna stick with my who that quarterback. Let's jump to the next segment. Let's talk about the Cleveland Browns quarterback situation. What's your thoughts on them having 3 quarterbacks that they're trying to see who's going to be the number 1 quarterback this season? You got Deshaun Watson, Shedeur Sanders, and Dylan Gabriel. What's your thoughts on that situation?
I feel actually you're on the road here too. Dylan Gabriel's not even much part of the situation. He's just holding up a spot,
Exactly.
right? Because it's really about Deshaun and Shedeur. My thing is like, yeah, Deshaun is the vet, right? He's proven, but the last since he was in Cleveland, he really ain't do as much. But I'm giving that ball to two.
I know I said this in the past, but I think for me, I know Deshaun's coming back. He been hurt the last couple of years, but from watching the OTA, I know it's just OTA. Nobody's running behind the quarterbacks trying to take their neck off. From watching how Deshaun Watson been throwing the ball and how he's been performing, man, this dude kind of looked like his old self back in his Houston days, if I'm not mistaken. So
Yeah, I don't take nothing from him, right? I don't, but I like Deshaun. But man, two, putting that ball in two hands.
Yeah, I think Deshaun is hungry. That's my opinion. I think he's hungry. He got something to prove that I'm still him, and I want to show y'all that I'm him. And again, I'm not taking nothing from Sanders, but it was some stuff I know each year you get better and better. I just think that last year he kept acting like NFL was college, where you can run around for 30 seconds. You can't do that in NFL. You got linemen that runs damn near quicker than faster than some quarterbacks. So I think he got to fix that this season. And again, from OTAs, they both look good, but he got to fix that. He can't keep holding that ball too long. So that's why I'm saying I'm gonna go with Deshaun. Again, I saw what both of them do in the OTA. They both look good. But if I had to go, I'm gonna go with Deshaun. And again, like you said, I'm not sure why Gabriel even in the goddamn discussion. It's all
And the thing is, I must know why they drafted him.
you know what that was. That was one of those things we about to show the Sanders family. We run this. So we're gonna
But the thing is, at the end of the day, you still lost. Even though you ain't get, he ain't get picked where he was supposed to get picked at, still won overall.
yeah.
So that's the part for me because you saw what happened with Dylan Gable, where he did, you put him in the game, he looked like crap.
Yeah, I agree. Again, that was one of those slap in the face just to show Shedeur, like, look, I don't care who your daddy is and who you is. We're gonna do this to you.
The thing is, it's crazy about like it's all about because daddy. Like that's the crazy part of it. Like how you get mad because of what his daddy did, but as a black man, come on.
You know what that's about, man. Because everybody want to compare it to the Mannings with Eli and Armstead. If he's go to San Diego, he's not gonna do this and that. So, but they think the NFL already think Deion Eagle is up there with God. So again, that was one of those. I'm gonna show you. Then Deion, like they were saying that they were saying that he didn't want his son playing, but this team, that team, this team, that team. So them NFL owners, they got together. From what I'm hearing, they got together. It was like, we're going to show him. I don't care if Shedeur is the number one quarterback. We're going to make him sweat it out until this draft is over. So I think, again, that's what that was. That was just we're going to show Deion who to play. We're going to show Deion and the future people who try this, that we still run this NFL as owners.
Yeah, yeah. Um, at the end of the day, I felt like it hurt. I felt like it hurt the NFL more than than anything because everybody was still riding with the Sanders. He got all the aunties right now.
I don't know. I'm gonna say I don't think it hurt it because ratings. Every week they wanted to see Shedeur, like they wanted to see what Cleveland was gonna do. Let's see if is Shedeur gonna start this week. Let's see if he's gonna start this week. Let's see if he's gonna do this. Because so everybody kept watching every week just to see that when he was gonna play. So I think, and also people was
And then
coming.
the thing is,
Wasn't hurting the NFL pockets. Think I'm about to tell you this part. Think about this. He had the number one selling jersey in NFL, so it wasn't
right.
hurt. It wasn't hurting the Cleveland at all. So because that's what I think. So I don't think it hurt the team. It just they wanted to tune in every week to see when his turn. So when he did get his turn, that's when it really blew up. Like about time and this and that. He should have been did it. So I think that's how that one was.
And then the thing is, when he started playing, you saw the difference between him and Gabriel. It wasn't even much close. And only reason why I feel like Gabriel went before him because of the whole situation. But in college, Gabriel, even though he was on a way better team, his number still wasn't what Shedeur was. And Shedeur didn't have an offensive line. And his defense wasn't all.
Right. Again, you know how that go. Like we just was talking about. That's all about. We're gonna teach Deion and the Sanders a lesson. Okay. There's been some trade rumors about Shedeur. They're saying that Cleveland has opened the door for offers. Do you think Cleveland moving if this happened, you think Cleveland moving away from them is a smart move? Or you think it's a good move for Shedeur to get I want to say fresh start. He don't have to deal with all the stuff that he went through. Hopefully he can get to a team that really appreciate his talent and appreciate him.
But I feel like if it was happened, it should have been before training camp. They should have gave him he had the off season and everything else to, go do what get acclimated with a different team. But going in like what I'm saying, the season about to start. They about to go to training camp within the next week and a half, 2 weeks.
Yeah,
So, so I think if they was gonna do that, they should have been did it.
yeah. I think this again. This is what I think about it. What happened was they wanted to showcase him. They wanted everybody to see that hey, this is what you getting if you give me an offer for Shedeur. You see that he's on his accuracy because again, like I was saying earlier, him and Deshaun was neck and neck from the video I seen. But Sanders was, man, he was putting the ball there, deep, short routes. He looked real good. So I think that helped Cleveland out a little bit on, again, as if these trade rumors are real, I think it helped Cleveland out if they wanted to pursue that, they want to pursue that opportunity to trade him. But I think it'll be crazy to trade him because I feel like he is the future quarterback.
Oh
I'm not
yeah,
sure.
most definitely.
I'm not sure it's something to do with the owners, but nowhere in the world I would have this young man on a trading block because of personal feelings. Again, if he's going to bring money to my team and have me winning, because he had some unbelievable games last year, especially against my Niners. Man, he had some, even other teams, he had some good games, but it's just that, he didn't finish it, but he had some up and downs. That's part of being a rookie. So yeah, I think Cleveland Browns GM and the owners making a horrible mistake.
Then with that, when he went in last year, where he was fourth on the depth chart, you ain't give him no preseason reps. You wasn't giving him nothing, And my thing is, when he first got there, what you had, four quarterbacks. He was number four. You got rid of the first quarterback. You bring in another quarterback.
I forgot Flacco was there. I think that was
You
Flacco.
bring, yeah, you had Flacco. You know what I'm saying? Started Flacco, why Flacco still in there? You just try to, oh yeah, we're gonna put Dylan. Like, where did Dylan did anything to prove like he can be the starter? Like Dylan ain't proved nothing.
Not at all.
And then you had Shedeur not getting no reps with the ones, but that's when you're supposed to get your reps in during practice, but you're not getting no reps, nothing.
At
Then you
all.
want to throw him in a game. You want to throw him in a pool in a deep and let's see what you're gonna do.
Exactly. And then then they threw him in that Lions den with I believe some of the best defenses he had to go against at the
He
time.
went against the Raiders. He went against, you know what I'm saying? He was going against, and like he was, you know what I'm saying, proving himself. Like, all right, but you put Dylan in there, Dylan ain't do nothing.
So on that note, we're going to take a quick commercial break and we'll be right back after this message.
All right, cool. $50 million, no problem.
I want 20 million in 50,
20 million in 50s,
20 million in 20,
20 million in 20s,
and 10 million in 10.
and 10 million in 10s. You want any fives with that?
What is your name?
I'd like to welcome everybody back from the commercials break. On this segment here, we're going to be talking NFL offseason. What's the biggest surprise so far the offseason that you've seen in the NBA?
That Giannis, I wouldn't have thought with Giannis, mainly with Jalen Brown with Boston. Like, I don't know, why would you get rid of Jalen? You just gave him all that money.
Exactly.
And you get rid of him. Like, that's the crazy part about that. And then my thing is, like, you get rid of him, but you keep Tatum. Like, how that go?
I think I don't like to talk politics, but it is a big politic thing with Jalen Brown. Just because he speak his mind, they didn't like a lot of stuff he's saying. From Nike is one of the biggest NBA endorsements. Him not being on an Olympic team was some BS. This man was the one of the best players in the NBA that year, and he can't get a spot on the NBA. I mean, the US team last year. Come on, man. That's why I say I tried to think the politics part of it, but it is what it is. This that's that shut up and shoot stuff they be wanted a lot of these professional athletes to do, and they didn't like that how he spoke his mind. So that's why
I
he
just saw
was.
something, he was like, they don't want an educated athlete. And that's what he is. He's an educated black athlete. So, but hopefully, city of brotherly love.
Yeah, I think he should be where he's going now. I'm just hoping that he's able to just play, man, because he's we're gonna get to that part. But I think him going to Philly is still not his team. Because again, remember you got Maxey, MB, so you still don't know what your boy gonna do, Mr. Goat. So we still don't know what he gonna do.
And
Which blockbuster trade changed the NBA from the LaMelo to the two that we just talked about? And there's a couple other trades, but which blockbuster trade you think changed the NBA the most?
me, it's LaMelo going to Minnesota with him and Anthony. Thing is, Anthony needed that second person.
Somebody can break
Because I
down.
feel like he didn't really have that. And then again with Melo, you know what I'm saying? He needed somebody else who can take it off him. I think so with them two together, I think that's gonna be a good one.
Yeah, I think the Giannis one, the Miami, I think that was the big one for me. because you got Bam been coming to his own for the last couple of years, and last year is big. Hey, I'm coming. I'm almost up there, and then you add Giannis to the so that front lineup gonna be nice, and they have some nice little talent around them. And of course, they're still trying to do something. As far as me, my opinion with the Minnesota thing, yeah, Ant needed some help. He needs somebody else that can create their own shot. You traded a defensive player, I forgot his name, Reed.
Yeah. But Reed was a good offensive player too.
Yeah, exactly. You traded a good all around player in ball. He's not even top 50 in steals. I checked his stats. Defense.
Yeah. Only so you're gonna get more offensive help than you're gonna get the defense. So
Yeah,
I get it.
and that's what he was missing because they traded Rando. Rando gone. He was I think the second. Was he the second or third best offensive player on the team? So that you're right.
Yeah.
You got somebody who can create their own stuff, a real ball handler. Because Ant sometimes had to take it down the court and try to
Right.
and create his own shot. So I think it's gonna be 50-50 for me. But yeah, I would say that I think Miami could have won. In my opinion, won that one.
Yeah.
Yes. I got a question for you. You got to put your thinking cap on. Probably don't even have to put it on. Compare today's NBA to the NBA 20 years ago. What's the biggest difference that you see?
Man, the guys they do all that flopping. Everybody looking for a foul. So the game back in the days was so much better. Like you played defense, offense. You wasn't scoring
20.
120 points and 130 points a game. So like you score 100 points, man. That was something.
Oh yeah,
But now, and that, everybody wants to shoot the long ball. So I'm more of an old school. Give me that early 2000s to the 90s. That's the basketball I like to watch.
I'm with you. I like the game the back in the 90s and the early 2000s. Like you said, this game now today, again, it's entertaining, but like you said, it's soft and it's just too many doggone threes. I'm watching the 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 finals. Spurs kept coming down there shooting threes, shooting threes. You got this alien, give him the ball. I know he's only 105 pounds, but it was a couple of times they came down, didn't get even let the man touch the ball, shoot the three, shoot the three. And that's that game they came back from. New York came back from 28 points or 29 points. Everything was three, three, three. And a year before that, somebody lost like that in the playoffs. So I think that three-point contest, like we talked about on another show, that Steph changed the game, got everybody shooting threes.
Not a doubt.
Yeah, give me that old school, like you said, MJ in the post, Kobe in the post, Carmelo in the post. Man, I like that type of stuff. Big Shaq, but
Back
no,
to the basket, man. A lot of the big men don't know how to do that. That's why Wemby, you know what I'm saying? If you saw what New York did, really crushed him. Because other than that, he don't know how to put his bag to the basket.
he couldn't even get off the free throw line on a free throw shot. And he was at
Right.
the front man. It was bullying him, and he was supposed to be the main guy in the front. So yeah, I'm with you on that, man. The NBA just so different, and I understand ratings. People like scoring, but at the same time, show me some defense. I don't see 130 and 140 points every game unless it's a
I'm
good one.
about to say,
Points the whole
that's
game.
why I started watching the All-Star game because it's really, you scoring 160 points in the All-Star game. Like nobody playing defense. So why watch that? Like I remember being young, we used to man, All-Star weekend was the thing to watch.
Exactly.
From every You want to watch the All-Star weekend. I can't tell you the last time I watched the All-Star weekend. That's like the NFL. When they used to have Pro Bowl. I ain't watched a Pro Bowl, especially when they want to do flag football. I haven't watched that in years. Once it came from Hawaii, I cut it off.
I think it's all about their brand. Nobody wants to be on ESPN getting highlighted for the NBA. Nobody want to get dunked on because back then you had Shaq dunking on David Robinson, Mutombo, Morning. Nobody wants to be highlighted. Everybody's about their brand. Same thing in NFL. It's that brand. You're not about to embarrass me. You're not about to do this or that. But you're supposed to want to go against the greatest, like MJ, Magic, and Kobe and them did back in the days. So I think I'm with you on that one. Well, next question I have for you. What's one thing that's better in today's NBA game? That one thing.
I don't think none.
I say we just talked about scoring.
I don't like that. All the shooting. I like the old school ball.
Yeah.
The roughness of it, the toughness. Today's game is just too Oh,
I like we talked about, I like the old school, but some games I didn't like that the score was 75-73. I'm like,
I
goddamn.
like that. Give me
So,
that. Give me that all day. With
man,
some nice donking, give me that.
yeah,
But well, how the game is today,
yeah. I think that's the only thing I can say that's better is the scoring. Other than that, of course, everybody shoot the threes. Even the coach shooting the three from the sideline. So everybody shooting three. What's that one thing you feel as missing about the old school, the old NBA to now? And I think you said it earlier. You say toughness. You did say that.
yeah, and all these kids with all the fly in there, they crying for everything.
To me, what's crazy is that all this road management and they
Oh
continue.
man, definitely, I hate that.
Right? And they
I hate that.
continue to talk about that because you hearing today's players talking, a lot of them disrespect the old school players. They're saying that they're more athletic, they're more talented. Hey, if you're more talented and also you got better treatment as far as medicine and physical therapy or whatever you need to get your body together, why are you not playing that full 82 games? These guys, in it was probably averaging on the most 75 to 82 games. A lot of them played 82 games. So I think that's what they're missing, that toughness, and I hate that doggone.
What I like about what Jordan said was, why I'm gonna go ahead and rest when somebody, you know, what I'm saying, a nice amount of money to come see me playing. I'm a go to their city and I'm gonna sit on a bench. Now they come to see me play. So why not play? So I'm spending 100, 200 hours to come see you, but you sitting on you're on a bench in a suit.
Right?
Like, nah, man.
Imagine like the average person, the average person these days, they have to earn their money on their jobs, and you taking your son to a game to see his favorite player, and he's on the sideline like you just said in the suit with no injuries or anything. He just need role management because he just played a back to back. So yeah, that's another thing that we that's killing the game today. I hate that role management.
Yeah, definitely. That's one of the parts of the NBA I don't.
Right. What you think about all this dude here, LeBron, with the holding the in the NBA hostage? Always he always have to make his where he's going at. I don't know. I'm trying to get the words to say, but he always got to make it like he do, where he have people wanting. He already know where he's want to be. He knew this from when the season ended, I think. But he got to make everybody wait, 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 wait. And I think he liked the hype of it, of the fans trying to figure out where he's going, where he's going. So, what do you think about how he's handling that situation? Think it's good for the league, or you think it's just it is what it is?
My thing is like, what are you still in the NBA? Like, why you can't go and retire? Like, what do you have to prove? You're never gonna be the GOAT. You're not the best player. For me, you like top five. You ain't one, two, and three. Like five, six. Because you can't be Jordan, you can't be Kobe. So, and right now, I got stuff at three.
I, again, I hate the situation. I hate how he hold the league hostage.
Most definitely.
But I think whatever team he goes to, and it's crazy that I know we're gonna get into some more of this GOAT discussion, but it's just crazy to me that he keeps stacking the team, and everybody wants to talk about. I've been looking at a lot of people talking about the old school how they stack their teams too, but everywhere this dude go, he didn't play with at least I had to say at least 7 Hall of Famers, maybe 8, could be 9 that I
But it's more than that. But the thing is, every year he cried. Like when he won a championship, then the next year he come back and say, "I ain't have no help." Or we was too top heavy. Dude, you went to the playoffs how many times? Championships so many times, and every year you gotta go get somebody else to help you. And you're supposed to be the GOAT. That's what you want to crown yourself as. But you always, gotta go get somebody else because you can't be, that GOAT.
yeah, I'm with you. It just to me, like I said, he loves attention, and man, play the game. You never heard MJ say I'm the GOAT. You never heard. I don't think I even heard Magic or Kareem say they're the GOAT. I never, even Kobe never said it. And Kobe was one of the. I don't call him cocky, but Kobe, Mambo mentality. Kobe, I never heard him say he the GOAT. So I think that should be. You should never have to crown yourself. Let us make that decision.
I saw something today when they were talking about Kobe. Kobe, they was like in one on one, who can beat you? And he was like, beat me. It's like, nah, that's what I do. He was like, only person, and he was like, and he over me. So ain't nobody else can beat me. So
It is. All right. So on that note, we're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back after this message.
So what you be saying about me behind my back when you be mad, when I make you mad? Just tell me.
You gonna whoop me?
No, I'm not gonna whoop you. I promise. What you be saying?
I was saying, this motherfucking bitch be asking me questions.
Welcome everybody back to Sports Talk with JB, and I'm your host JB. And again, we have guests on today's show, Troy, and we're about to hop into the next segment. I got 5 on it. Give me your top 5 NFL cornerbacks of all time.
corners. So you know the GOAT. I got Dion. I got Chan. I got Woodson. I got Reeves. Jeez. I don't know. I don't know about that fifth.
Yeah, they got probably got to go back a little old school. I'll give you my top 5. We can come back to the last one. My top 5, of course, would be Dion. Dion, number 1, of course. I'm going to say that. I got to go Reeves. Got to go Charles Woodson. Let's see who else I can throw in there. Probably,
Rod Woodson.
yeah, that's who I have him. He was my number 5, Rod Woodson. And if I want to, I can, the last one can be, I can go Aeneas Williams or Darryl Green. That'll probably be, oh, that boy name. Damn, I can't think. Oh, nah. Yeah, I had to go. I'm gonna keep mine old school. I'm gonna go with those 5 right there. 'Cause I'm trying to think of somebody more updated, but my updated one would be probably Reeves. And Reeves been gone for a couple of years. That'll be mine. You said on Woodson be your 5th one.
Yeah, I'll put Charles. I'll put Rod in.
What's the top 5 quarterbacks of all time?
Quarterback. Let's see. Tom, Peyton, Aaron, Montana.
One more. See, but these questions make you think. They got a lot of quarterbacks, but your greatest.
But I put Aaron in the top 5, but he not really top 5. You gotta. I don't know because you have so many of them. You know, how could you really give a top 5?
Trying to see what my top 5 would be. Almost the same. I would go in this order. I'll go Tom Brady, Joe Montana. I give Peyton at edge. Over, I say Peyton number 3, Drew Brees at 4, and my 5th one probably would be. I want to put Patrick in there, Patrick, but he's still writing his story. But what he's done so far, he did a lot better than what a lot of other NFL quarterbacks who been in the league forever haven't done. Because again, I will say I want to say Patrick, but I go John Elway. That'd be my 5th. He might move up to that 3rd spot. I'm not putting. It was hard for me to put Tom over Joe Montana. I'm not saying because I'm a Niners fan, but that would be my top 5 right there. What's your top 5 running?
Jeez, got so many. Top 5 with running backs because you got so many of them. Like I like Edgerrin James. Edgerrin James, Marshall Falk, Chris Johnson. Who else? Jerome Bettis.
Us?
Who is Who you got?
I have Barry Sanders.
I forgot about Barry. Yeah, I gotta put Barry. I forgot all about Barry.
Gotta put B Sanders in that. I
You
got
gotta
Barry.
put Williams.
Which
You
one?
know, Ricky Williams.
He not in. He not. He
Might
not in.
not be top 5, but
Yeah, that's it.
Ricky
This
was.
Ricky was nice, but I think my top 5 would probably be Barry, Marshall Falk. I like those all around running backs. Me, Barry, Marshall Falk. I can throw LT and Damian Thompson.
Got all about LT.
I'll probably go Adrian Peterson in that 5th one. I'm trying to think of something old school. See, Bo. Everybody talk Bo, but Bo didn't have enough years for me.
Yeah, definitely.
Injury, so I'll probably go there. I want to say Emmitt Smith. I see E.
Yeah.
Smith. And everybody was talking offensive line, but he had to get there. But Barry don't retire. Emmitt don't get that record. Y'all know that.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, let's move on to the NBA. Give me your top 5 any position.
So I got Jordan, Kobe, Iverson, Shaq, Duncan.
Nice lineup. I like that. I got Jordan, Duncan, Shaq. I got to throw my dog Scotty in there.
So you're the only person that I know who about that Scotty, dog. You're the only person I know who about Scotty Pippen.
Hey man, like I said, it's my top 5, and hey, the dude did see people. That's because everybody is LeBron this, LeBron that. If you besides LeBron, I can't you can throw KD in there too, but let me see. My last one would probably be I would say Magic. I go Magic Johnson. I forgot about CP3 mine because he to me that's my goat of point guards. I know he ain't win no championship, but that's my point guard right there of all time. CP3.
Now for me, I like Rondo.
Yeah. I like.
So that's my point.
I think that'll be my top five. Like I said, Mike, Scotty, Shaq, Duncan, and I say Pip. Yeah, Pippen and CP3. That'll be mine. Top five greatest rebounders of all time.
We know who's number one, the worm. You know, I got Rodman, Barkley, you know, Shaq, David Robinson,
Hey, yeah, Duncan. Yeah, two more. No, we got one more.
Matumbo.
Not a bad one. I think I'll go, of course, to Dennis Rodman, Ben Wallace, Charles Barkley. What that boy name? Guess I'll throw Shaq in there. I'm trying to think somebody that's not too old school. AC Green. He was a good rebounder.
And what you call him? Dwight Howard.
Yeah, Dwight. Got about him. Honorable mention. So Dwight Howard. That's next top five I got. This will be the last one of our top five. Give me your top five home run hitters.
You got the kid, King Griffin. You got Mark McGuire, Sammy Sosa. You got Barry. That he should be number two. And Judge.
Yep. Yeah, that'll be. I think we probably pretty much got the same one. Cause Barry Bonds. Well, King Griffin. Like I say, I love King Griffin. King Griffin, Barry Bonds, Mark McGuire, and Sammy. I forgot about Sammy. He'll be A-Rod. I want to say A-Rod.
Oh yeah. You're right when you know, like that, you know. But he was A-Rod was a dog.
Yeah, I guess that'll be my. That's taking my home run because you made me think about that. You're right. So I guess, like you said, Judge. That'll be my top five right there. All right, let's move on to the next segment. I call this the rapid fire. Each question here, you gotta go quick off the top, and this should be a good fun one. Let's go start with the NFL. Patrick Mahomes or Tom Brady?
Tom Brady.
Tom Brady for me too. Dan Marino or Josh Allen?
Marino.
With you, same here. Peyton Manning or Lamar Jackson?
Peyton.
Same here. Barry Sanders or Kristen McCaffrey? Same here. Bo Jackson or Marshall Faulk? What you got on that?
I'm taking Falk. Hometown.
Hell yeah, give me Faulk all the time. Randy Moss or Jamar Chase?
Randy.
Most of them. T.O. or Odell Beckham Jr.?
Taking T.O. Even though I love me some OBJ. That's my guy. I'm glad he got an opportunity to play again. So yeah, but not like Yoda.
And that boy looking the video he kept putting out to promote himself from the workouts to he's still showing that he got that speed. And Odell, he deserved that chance. Oh yeah.
Yes, sir.
Rob Gronkowski, if I say this, Rob Gronkowski, you know what I'm talking about. Travis Kelce.
I'm taking Gronk.
Lawrence Taylor, Michael Paulson. Prime Cam Newton or prime Lamar Jackson. This is both when they won their MVPs.
Oh man, taking Cam. Come on, man. Like Cam, say, bro, Cam was different.
Yeah, I'm going Superman too. Yeah, that boy. I'm with you on that one. Prime Adrian Peterson or prime or Derrick Henry.
I'm taking AP.
Same here. This one you got to think about this one. So put your thinking hat on. Deion Sanders or Darrell Reeves?
I'm taking Deion, man. Prime, man. Ain't nobody coming over Prime, bro.
What we talking? Prime? Talking
Prime.
He need to go ahead and we just said he need to go ahead and change the name to Prime. This is Prime position.
All right.
Next question I got for you, NBA. Magic Johnson or Steph Curry?
I'm taking Steph. Because the reason why I'm taking Steph because Steph, you know, sometimes he take like 2 or 3 people to try to guard him. Magic wasn't like, you know, and then, you know, even when Steph touched the ball, you know, the attention is on him. Magic wasn't like that. Magic was a dog, but he wasn't a dog like that.
Right. Let's do this. We're gonna say all the rest of the people that we're talking about in today's game. So we're gonna say that. So you're right on that. We're gonna do that. I'll say Steph. And we was playing back then, and I'll be Magic, but I'll go with you. I'm with that. Steph. MJ or LeBron?
Man, I mean, why you even had that question?
I gotta have fun with you. I already knew it, but I gotta mess with you. But you'll be surprised the amount of people that would say LeBron, which I'm not sure. They
My
think,
son, my son is one of them. But man, LeBron can't hold Jordan jockstrap.
hey,
He
I
can't hold the jockstrap.
right, I had the same conversation with Jeremy. To him, LeBron's the GOAT. I'm like, you can tell y'all young, y'all don't.
That,
In their offense, they didn't see MJ play.
right.
It's all highlight. Shaq or Joker.
Shaq.
Shaq. Kobe or Kevin Durant.
Oh,
Isaiah Thomas or Kyrie Irving.
Curry.
Oh, today's game. I think Isaiah can play today's game. Give me Zeke.
Heck nah.
Well,
I'm taking Kyrie.
give me Zeke. Zeke show he can lead a team. Kyrie couldn't lead a team in today's game.
But I just think he's a quiet leader. He's not the vocal, I'm gonna put the team on my back type of leader. I just think he just, he's just a scorer. I'm just gonna play my game. I'm quiet. So that's what I like about Kyrie.
But where they got him at though, he was a leader, a quiet leader in Boston. They got him nowhere.
Uh,
Well, LeBron got there. I know he's a rookie back then. Didn't get him nowhere. I know he been injured in Dallas, but give me Zeke. Give me Zeke. Zeke proven already. The
yeah.
1996 Bulls or the 2017 Golden State Warriors.
Bulls all day. The thing is, who can check everybody on the Bulls?
And the only one I can see doing something, we just talking starting five. Draymond might have a nah. Because
Nah,
Rodman gonna be having him. I can't see
he
nothing.
can.
Give me Bulls all day.
And the thing is, they be talking about, oh man, man, listen, that Bulls team, that starting five,
Yeah, because if you want to go matchup. I'll have, of course, MJ gonna be on Steph. He got Steph gonna have to run.
no,
Then I get.
no, I'm putting Ryan Harper on stuff.
Hmm, I want to hop
I'm
on.
putting Jordan on Clay.
See, I would like to see that, but I think I would put only reason I put MJ on Curry because MJ was a quicker defender than Harper. Now I put Harper on Clay, and I put Scotty on probably who's that? Was it on
Durant.
Durant? Yeah, I put Scotty on Durant. That's gonna be a good matchup. The 2012 Heat or the 2003 Spurs, and for the Heat, they had LeBron, D Wade, Bosh, and the Spurs had Duncan, Ginobili, Parker.
I'm gonna tell you, only reason why they get at the beat Spurs is because Greg took all the big men out, and he didn't have no big man in. And that's how Ray Allen hit the shot. Come on, man. I put Spurs.
Yeah, that 2003 Spurs team was special. I'm gonna go Spurs because they had some talent from the starting five to the bench. Remember, Ginobili wasn't even starting.
Right.
Now I want to say, was Sean Elliott on that team?
I think so.
Sean Elliott, Robert Ory. Who else they had on that team? I can't think of it off the top, but Spurs had a nice team. So
They got moved up.
give me give me Spurs on that one. With today's NBA, who do you see the face of the NBA? You got players like Victor. You got Ant-Man. I don't know if KD's up there because KD been around. So who you got the face of the NBA right now?
SG, Victor, and to me, that's good. They still like everybody else. Is kind of older.
Yeah,
So, what's my guy in Indiana?
the one who tore his ACL, right?
Yeah,
Hubert? Oh, not Hubert. I know exactly what you're talking about.
yeah,
Yeah,
my guy. Yeah, definitely.
yeah,
He got like
right. I'm with you. I think it's for me. I think it's if I had to pick one, it's gonna be Ant-Man. I like his confidence. If I'm going to see a movie, he got everything I want to see in the movie. From his cockiness to I'm about to do this, I'm about to do that. He loved talking this shit. So
but my thing is all that is butterface stuff. The NBA. I think he a little too. I don't want to say no niggerified for it. You know,
yeah,
and it's off the court. Things don't happen.
yeah, that's true. You got to think about that too. You want to say the face of the NBA. In that case, you want to say the face of the NBA. I go Luca. Luca International. I would say even though SGA same too. But I'm gonna say face of the NBA. I'm gonna say Luca. That's what I'm gonna go with.
Man, I would say SGA and Big. But I would like, what I'm saying, from the other boys to do it. You can't have all that off the court things too. And and a good player though. He's trying to prove himself.
Yeah, I just like something about this cockiness, and then he backs it up. So that's what I like. All right. Next question I got: what's one team you secretly watch and enjoy watching?
And what sport?
Any sport. This question is here for any sports.
I like to watch the Eagles play. Like that's like one of the teams I like to watch in the NFL. That's like, that team. Basketball is always like the Warriors, baseball, I watch, the Yankees and the Braves.
Right. I think for me, well, ain't no secret. I love watching the Cowboys lose and get disappointed in the playoffs. That's like, man, that's a dream.
I think everybody like them who's not from who
Right. You just don't know. I love that. Everybody out here bumping "We Them Boys" to how quiet it is after that first round of playoffs. Man, that's like, man, that's like a gift. So I don't have. It's no secret, but I love seeing the Cowboys fans. It's more. I like to see the fans disappointed. Man, that's beautiful for me.
uh,
Which popular athlete are you higher on than most fans? Like that athlete, you be like, man, I'm telling y'all tripping. This dude is the shit. He can do this. He can do that. Y'all sleeping on him.
well, he retired now. Carmelo.
Yeah, you know me.
That was my dude. I still like that, But the thing is, he didn't get the flowers like he was supposed to, But because I think the reason why he ain't gonna get him because he came out in the same class as LeBron, which he should have won Rookie of the Year, but they gave it to LeBron. Who
I I would say, you know me, like Scotty, because everybody think when you think championship teams, the first thing you say is Jordan and the Bulls. Again, Jordan not winning 6 championships without Scotty. And I talked about this on another show. If you could tell me one player, if you take Scotty off that team back then, one player in that league that did everything this man did, hey, I'm listening. Because back then, through the '90s, the next best player to MJ was Drexler. Can't put Barkley on there because you're gonna have to remove Horace Grant or Dennis Rodman. I'm trying to think about back in the '90s who else they had. There was a star like those guys. So I think Scotty, he get his flowers, but he don't get his flowers. Again, I know the stuff that he's doing off the court right now in the media is taking a lot from his legacy. But Scotty to me is the guy who every time they talk about the Bulls is Michael Jordan, Michael Jordan. But hey, without Scotty, he ain't
I,
getting 5, 6 rings.
I agree with that.
That's my opinion on that one. I know this one of your favorite ones here. Which superstar which superstar do you think get too much praise?
LeCry, man. LeBum. He get too much LeCry and LeBum, bro. Like all that go talk and to me that's he the only one. You can say KD, but KD, you saw once he left the Warriors, all that went away. You know what I'm saying? He can't catch a cold. So or you can say James Harden.
That's who I was about to come back with. That's what I was actually about to say, James Harden. I was trying to think of him. I was trying to step out the NBA and think NFL or something, but James Harden would be for me. He get so much praise, but when it's time for that big game,
But you started saying with James Harden, I'm about to say I'm not really no fan because when he was in OKC, what he did, like, yeah, he was that sixth man, but he's a regular season player. Once you get into the playoffs, but you saw that in Cleveland this year.
yeah, I was just about to say because if he'd stepped up, he'd have been half the James Harden that got him there. Cleveland probably had a better chance. So I'm with
And
you on
he
that.
got
James Harden for me.
it.
If you can witness one sporting event in history live, what would it be?
I done seen mostly everything live so far. Side.
I hate I missed a couple of games out here, and some of my friends had some people I know had free tickets. I would say I want to be at a Super Bowl live. I've been to a lot of football games, especially back in New Orleans. You know, they used to give tickets out for just showing up at.
Yeah,
So we always had. I would say actually two things. I would say the Super Bowl in a college football game like what's a big
LSU, man.
uh,
That Dallas,
yeah, LSU and Bama. I would love to be at that game. Actually, LSU and Florida, anybody in that thing. But I think Bama is more.
they gotta be in LSU.
Yeah, got to be at. I'm with you. Right. If you can watch one player come out of retirement to watch one game, him in his prime, who would that be? Of any sport.
Shit. For me, I want to see Carmelo. I don't think I ever really got him to see him play live.
I would say I would want to see Deion Sanders go against these receivers today. That's what I would want to see. That one player come out of retirement in his prime, the best when he was his best all his doggone career. But I would want to see Deion Sanders go against a lot of those. I would love to see him line up against Megatron, line up against Randy Moss when he was healthy, or go against Chase, Jefferson. The list can go on and on. So I would love to see Deion go up against these receivers that we have today's game.
I ain't gonna lie, but I would like to see my top five corners go up against some of these receivers these days. Like I don't think man like Champ, I don't think none of these boys would. I don't think they would do anything against.
Man, you're gonna have me steal that on my next show. That's a good one there. Ooh, that'll be
Uh,
good. Them top five
uh,
body. Cause I
go
would,
against the
yeah, give me Revis, Champ, and Dion. Oh man, damn, that'll be good. Because Woodson was on that edge, but he was on. I know he became a safety toward the end of his career, but Prime Woodson was a beast.
well, hell yeah, and listen, and then have every as my safety and Sean Tell.
Yeah, give me Ed Reed and Brian Dawkins. That's my go. That's my go cornerbacks. I mean,
Listen,
safeties.
listen, Reed and Sean. Sean was trying to kill you back.
Your head off, head buster,
You know,
back splitter. Shoot. All right. So on that note, we're gonna take a quick commercial, and we got one segment left, and I'm gonna have Troy build me his Voltron of receivers.
This is your man. Yes. Look at the screen.
That's mine.
And that's what you're going to settle for.
I'm going to stick beside him.
I'd like to welcome everybody back to Sports Talk with JB. If you're still hanging around with us, I appreciate y'all for going through the show with us. So I'm gonna have Troy build his Voltron of receivers. That in that category is speed, size, route running, hands, yards after the catch, physical, blocking. So let's start with number one. Give me your size. What's that receiver?
a lot of people would probably say Megatron, but to me, I think he was too big. I'm gonna go with Randy.
Which one?
Randy Moss. I go with his size.
Give me T.O. I like
I like his stature, but I just felt like he was, you know what I'm saying, just too big. Like Randy was a nice size.
yeah.
So that's why I would say Randy.
I would say reason why you right on that one, but the reason I wouldn't say Randy for me because I want to see if he can get away from that linebacker or that safety that's trying to tackle him. I know you got the long arms, but I've seen T.O. Derrick Henry people before. Or they think
Yeah, most
that's what I would say. Speed.
Randy.
Oh man, give me Cheetah. That speed as a receiver.
He was good on that, but man, ain't nothing like Randy. Randy ran what like a 4.3,
And Cheetah doing some Olympic
Yeah.
type stuff, man. Give me Cheetah all day.
I'll take Randy.
I gotta go Cheetah on that one. Route running. This should be fun.
Yeah.
That's nice. I want to say Marvin Harrison. I love that. I could have went him or Torrey Hope. So I would. He's what? Yeah, give me. I'm sticking old school. Give me Marvis Harris. Hands.
I'm going with Jerry.
Give me Chris Carter all day. That's that dude hands. See,
I'm
Rice had
going with Jerry.
Rice had that drop that in his beginning of his career. They call it slippery hands. He drop a couple here and there, but Chris Carter, everything that comes
Jerry.
to catch. Physicality.
T.O.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one, T.O. And the last one I have for you, blocking. The best blocker.
I don't know who you got.
I'm gonna go Hines Ward because that's what he was known for. I've seen Hines. He was dirty, but man, I saw Hines block cornerbacks 20 yards down. So based on all these categories we just picked, what's your number one greatest of all time wide receiver? You had to pick that one receiver.
Jerry.
Yep, the GOAT, JR.
Who your top 5 receivers are though?
That's Jerry, Moss, in order. I'm gonna start over. Jerry, T.O., Moss. I gotta put Megatron in there. And that last one, I would say I can go Antoine Borwick. Well, not Antoine. Fitzgerald. Gerald. I'm saying this right? Fitzgerald.
That's Fitzgerald. So where you rank Ocho Cinco at?
Ocho be my honorable. Yeah, he'd be my number 6 receiver. I'm gonna say I give Ocho 6 or 7. I give him that. Because Ocho, yeah, if we go back in his prime, in his Cincinnati days, I think everything he did afterwards was just an act to me. From the New England and he went to New England, Miami, that wasn't the same Ocho. So that's why I went off a career jet. And even though Megatron only played 9 years, but what he did in them 9 years, and we all know what
Yeah.
Larry Fitzgerald did,
Oh
but
yeah. That,
and I would say if I had to give a we can add this to the question. If I would say a most underrated receiver to me of all time, that's Marcus Colston. Man, I know I talked about this before, but that dude was see,
oh yeah.
he never made a Pro Bowl. And again, I understand he was going against. I know Corey brought that up last time, but at the same time, how you gonna have consecutive 1,000-yard seasons and never make a Pro Bowl? So I think that's pretty much what the losing thing. But Colston was asleep on him. People don't never talk about that dude.
Oh yeah.
That's going to be the end of our show. And again, I want to thank Troy for taking the time out of this busy day and joining me. It only took him 1 month to come on the show. I appreciate you. You know, you're my brother and everything. And this was fun. I thank everybody for watching the show. And before you click off, make sure y'all subscribe, hit the share button, and make sure you hit that like button. And leave y'all comments down low in the comment section. Who was your top 5 NBA all time? Who's your top 5 receivers? Your top 5 NBL hitters. Anything we talked about, leave that in the comments and let's talk about it. Thank you all for being on the show. Until next time, thank you for watching Sports Talk with JB. We'll see you on the next episode.